So I just finished the second Walking Survivors walk. Um, just getting in, I'm a little sweaty and tired and all that good stuff, but I'm really happy that I got out. Of course, I didn't feel like it. Um, my feet are swollen and my back started hurting really bad once I started walking, which I expected that to happen. I had actually taken a couple of pain pills before to uh, lessen the pain. And about 30 minutes into the walk, I was in quite a bit of pain. I wanted to sit down and rest, but I kept pushing myself. And eventually, once I made it through the section of the park that I wanted to get through, I walked back to the front of the park and took a seat, got myself together, and finished my walk and made it back to the house. And so something just happened that I wanted to kind of bring out, as well as reiterate the importance of setting boundaries, being assertive, saying what you need, and just creating creating a healthy space and healthy relationships. And so I decided to do both a meetup and a Facebook call for walkers. Not that I necessarily need someone to walk with me, but I thought it was a good idea to invite other people who have been through treatment or are going through treatment, and people who have survived anything, because I realize that in life we're thrown quite a few challenges at times, and I think everything that we go through, we should celebrate and acknowledge that we overcame and or accomplished whatever it is that we had to experience. And so I opened the group to survivors at large, and I feel like every human is a survivor of something. So at any rate, I put the message on Facebook and on a couple other sites about the walking. And like most events, people will say they're coming, or they'll ask questions or inquire, kind of give you the feedback that goes along with planning events or things. And so one particular person had been calling me all week and making plans to connect, and saying that they were coming and all this good stuff. And this morning, I got up and I put just a reminder on Facebook about the walk, and the person liked the walk, liked the reminder, the post, I'm sorry. And in my mind, I'm thinking this person isn't coming, just because I know the person. And so I decided to go on with my day and kind of get some things I need to do, like washing and just keeping things in place so that I could make a smooth transition throughout the day, because I had quite a few things planned for today. And so at any rate, I decided to send the person a text asking what time were they planning on making their arrival, just to acknowledge the fact that we had made plans to do this. And the person's response was, "Oh, I don't have the right shoes," and then it went on to something else. And I'm like, "Look, I have cancer. I have neuropathy in my knees, feet, and hands. My back hurts if I stand longer than 1 minute, or if I'm walking, and it's pretty painful. My feet are swollen. I could barely put them in my shoes, but I'm getting out here and I'm going to walk, and I'm not going to let this stuff prohibit me from doing what I want to do. And so I said that to say that some things, life happens, we change our minds, we may not want to do things, or whatever the case may be. But I'm in a place where I can allow inconsistencies of other people to weigh me down or discourage me. And so this is what I'm having a problem with. The problem that I'm having is that I know my limitations. I know that I am limited as far as energy. I am limited as far as what I'm able to do physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so also I know that some of the struggles that I am having mentally, and as a result of that, certain personalities and certain behaviors are just not conducive to what I'm trying to do, and the promotion of my health and wellness. And so at any rate, halfway through the walk, this individual sends me a text message and says, "We're on our way." I specifically tell the individual that the walk is only for an hour because I physically, 30 minutes into the walk, I'm about to die. So we're not doing a marathon. So if you're telling me at the time or very close to the time that the walk is supposed to end, that you're on your way with a group of people or whomever you're coming with, I didn't really understand that, but I'm like, still kind of partial and like, okay, well, this is where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. And so from that text to the last text, which was, "I give up," to that individual, from me, it was just a bunch of questions and random statements and other things. And so the individual decided to bring someone with them that was, how can I put this? So I'm having an issue because this just happened like a week ago, where I was telling her not to just pretty much just to be respectful of my space and my place. And I'm not interested in being around a lot of people. And what I mean by that is just random people. I'm really selective about who is around me, and why they're around me right now. And so that may sound a bit harsh, but right now I just feel like all energy is energy, whether it's good or bad. And I'm in control of like what energy that I allow in my space. And so I can only control that. And so I'm really particular about that. And so some people I love and I like and I respect and all that, but some people I just cannot deal with right now. And so when I get well, or whatever the case may be, welcome. Until then, I'm being selective and very intentional about people. And so this is the second time in 2 weeks this individual has invited some person to come to my place and not tell me about it until she's on the way or they're downstairs or whatever the case may be. And I'm a little annoyed by that too. And I'm just like, okay, I can't handle the inconsistencies and I cannot handle the lack of respect, because if I'm communicating to you, these are my needs, this is what I need you to do, please honor my wishes by communicating with me when you're having other plans or other people to kind of coincide with the plans for the day. So I'm a little something, I don't know what exactly to call it. I'm not really upset. I guess I'm just informed, and a part of me feels like I have to definitely address this issue again, because it's never going to stop if I don't address it. And so I'm making these videos and encouraging other people to be vigilant, and not vigilant, but be diligent about who and what and how they go about building relationships and maintaining peace and um, solitude. And so I just wanted to kind of make a confession as well as vent a little bit about the situation because it affected me in some kind of way. And to acknowledge that, as we journey through life, just because we decide to do something or our mind is set a certain way doesn't mean that we won't be challenged in those areas that we feel like we've accomplished or um, we've made ourselves clear about where we're at. That doesn't mean everyone is going to line up and be at attention to your needs or requests. And so sometimes you have to be diligent about reminding people and as well as be diligent about being intentional about getting those things met and not be apologetic about it. Not often it's not often that you get cancer, so I'm a pretty patient person ordinarily, but I feel like it's time to make more changes and again be intentional. And that's all I have to say about that because I want to eat lunch and go about the rest of my day. Until next time.